Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Ringworld Ataru here. And today, being the misunderstood sailor fighter. As you know, my life was not flawless. Not in a drawing show, not in a plays, you know, not in the books, you know. And then I grew up with two beings inside of me. You're like, well, how can you have two souls inside of you? First, I was I was the new life. I was in my former life. I was Sailor Saturn, Sailor Ringworld, the sailor fighter of death and new birth. But a lot of folks played off on the death end of it and forgot about the new birth end. And then there was also Mistress Nine that would take over me from time to time. I'd have these blackouts, and when I did, I would forget anything I said or did to anyone afterwards. So, due to that, no one really wanted to be around me. And I went through life being lonely and frightened. Now, Reenie, also Sailor Mini Moon or Small Moon Little Moon, was the only one to see me for who I was and be that friend that I didn't have up until then. And the other sailor fighters, and they were broken into two teams. You had the inner sailor fighters, you had the outer sailor fighters who had two beliefs going. The inner sailor fighters believed that I had free will and that I could choose my own outcome and that I was not, that my calling was not set. The outer sailor fighters believed that I didn't have any free will and believed that, that Sailor Saturn or Sailor Ringworld would just, choose to end the world like that. And so doing that, there were those two sides. And that's being misunderstood because what happened when Sailor Saturn did waken? When Sailor Ringworld woken inside of me, what did I do? I gave Reenie Starseed back to Reenie. I helped Sailor Moon beat, Master Pharaoh 90 or Overling King 90, which in Sailor Moon S, you don't really get to see him, not until the end. Where in Sailor Moon, Hearst, the Frida following, you do get to see him. Now I know some folks out there are going to say, oh, well, that was the 1990 drawing show take on the Frida following of it. Yeah, and Hearst, kept us more near to the books, but at the end of the day, my life still was not flawless. All right? And then someone gets in to say, well, then you're like, well, then I came back in Sailor Stars the last season, which for the 1990 drawing show was a big deal. Because, Sense and, Hearst Free and, and Forever, and Stars, yeah, it's already still there. And then a lot of folks say, well, how did I grow so fast? And Sailor Stars. Well, they said that due to Galaxia Sway bringing back Queen Nephelena, if I'm saying her name right, the goal was to awaken me, which I don't know what that was all about, But once again, I was a misunderstood sailor fighter because once again, there was someone else thinking that I didn't have free will and someone else out there believing that if I awoken again or got my might given back to me again, that I would just, work it to end the world, and that was that. And no, that didn't happen. And then folks ask me, well, in Sailor Moon Hearst, the free diff season, a lot of folks will say, well, what did I do? I awoken. I holded on to more than one soul because since in Hearst free, Mistress 9 and also Overling King 90 had gained more souls than they did in Sailor Moon S. I gave them all back. Don't forget that. And what did I do? I opened up another gateway to another starway where me and Overling King 90 went. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you all later.